Okay, just gonna tell some people that I'm live. Mainly my patrons. Didn't. Hello. So hopefully I have more luck this time and I actually have a live feed. Maybe I should check that. I actually haven't checked that. But I do. Yes, I have got a live feed. Right. So the last live thing that you saw on that you all saw on YouTube that was a total fail. I have definitely found my Achilles heel. That was also just supposed to be for the Patreons, so yeah, no one got to see that, so I had to fix that later. Today I think I have it under control. I have a physical cable, network cable connected to my computer, so I hope I get enough data throughput to keep this video going. So I don't have another module this week. I'm having a hard time keeping up. It's modular in a week. It's supposed to only be in a week, but there are other things to life other than making modular. So with all that other stuff, I sometimes fail in my weekly schedule. But today I got these panels, and the two of them are for the percussive noise voice and the DS-7. So I thought, many people wonder how I get the things to stay on the panel, and what kind of panels I use, and if they're rigid enough, because they're quite flexible. So I thought I'd just sit down and do the panelization of these two monstrosities into nice modules instead, and we can plug that into the modular and maybe make sure that they work. So that's my plan for today. So let's change the camera angle here down to the board, and I'm gonna flip you around. Hold on to something. There. And now you also get a sneak peek into what the next week's module is about. And also here's the panel for that. So I actually have the panel done before the episode. Sometimes. But today we're gonna add these two, and I think, let's see, I think this should be the easiest. So all these things is supposed to be crammed into this one panel. 4 HP. I'm hoping to fit that into. So now I just need to remember what everything was here. And which one is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which is which. So that was the CV, this was the trig, and that was out. I hope that's what I had in mind. Decay, trigger, and out. If you're writing in the chat, as you might realize, I can't see that right now. I'll answer in a bit. So I'm just making sure that they're turned the right way, because as always in my designs, it's a bit crammed. So I can't have it like that, because then the ground will touch those pins on that one. So turning them like so. And output there. All right, this one. I'm not using this one because this was a total flop, so I'm actually just going to remove these. They can just stay behind for now. So that was the switch to change the noise source. But and then some hot glue there. I use a lot of hot glue getting everything in place usually. So take this one. This was the decay. This was the trigger. And that was the output. That's always interesting to see if my... I actually just flip it around because I realize that I won't be able to keep them, because these cables are too short. That will work. This is the decay. I think this will work. I just need to have that one in place there. I have the soldering iron ready because sometimes when I make the cables too short and then I just need to patch them, add a few centimeters to reach. And for the DS-7, I'm afraid that is definitely going to be the case. But I might be able to, because I did that switch or turn or whatever, I think I'm good. Still haven't decided on pots either. I actually ordered a few from Thonk just to try out. And this green one is for these yellow ones. It's really good in the colors because it matches the color of the green LEDs. Very nice. And the red ones doesn't fit with the yellow one. Well aware of that. That was another module that I haven't built officially yet. So you shouldn't have seen that either. Oh, it's messy, but should work. Turn that one like so, that's fine. Do we really think I will do this later? No, we don't. Let's do this now. I'm well aware that I will not do this later. I need to do this now. So let's see. This one goes there. So if we cut that one, and then so that one should go there. Yes. Let's pull that out. Take that one out as well. And let's try to get that one in there. Solder in the way. It's practically impossible to. Maybe. I hope I put that in the right place now. The schematics would have been nice to have here. Or I could have just written down the number of the hole that I was supposed to put it in. That did not come out right. Okay. So here's a mess with. So I'm just gonna take that one and I'm gonna route that one to N16. 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 N16 there. Come on. Yes. Right. I think it is time to connect the hot glue gun. Just gonna write some here. Right. So the thing with these modules, I'm just going to do one more thing. Right. So the thing with these modules, these are, I have a friend who has a laser engraver, so he engraves these and cuts them, and it can't be too thick material because then it doesn't work. And especially these, so these are just actually just made to make name tags and stuff like that. So it's really flexible, and when you have this in a modular and you pull the in and out cables, let's get the cable, here's the cable, you don't want this to happen so you want to be able to pull cables in and out. So therefore I just add one piece like this, and just adding it to the side like this with quite a lot of hot glue makes all the difference, because with this in place it is rigid. So that's how I solved that problem, because the thing with this is it's very cheap material, so it just cost me around $2 or $3 for one panel like this, instead of $20 if you want it in aluminium or something. So that's why, just keeping the costs down, and it's laser cut and laser engraved, so it's really nice, and you have really good resolution for text and everything. So I don't mind the extra effort I need to put in to do this. And then usually somehow I manage to get this one, so it can't be like this because so I need to somehow turn this so it's flat along with that one, like so, but on the inside of the panel, or else it will take up space from other modules. So now I'm just going to add some hot glue to keep the LEDs in place. There are people who can do really beautiful things with hot glue. I envy them. Mine always just becomes a blob. Sometimes I'm a good boy and I try to clean these a bit, because there's some oily residue from the laser cutting. I had a piece of paper. with some citrus cleaning solution, which is good for this. And it smells very nice. I don't think it's good to smell, but it's a citrusy smell, probably some chemical in it that smells citrusy. Right, so now we add this. Sometimes I put this in, put this in place first with cyanoacrylic glue, just to keep it flat. It makes it easier to add the hot glue afterwards. Pressing a bit in where the pots are. Good to anchor onto. Yeah, this is entertainment on the highest level. Sitting watching glue dry. Amazing. Getting a knife in could be a good suspense. Is he going to cut himself? Alright, need to wait a bit more, and during that wait we can see which way we can turn this. I think we can turn it like this. So something like that, I think. And just gonna need to hot glue this one in place as well. So more entertainment. Oh. Actually, I have a fan here. right. And hot gluing this to the panel also makes it a bit more rigid. Not as much as the small panel, but a bit, because we connect it to the components. And hot glue is a bit, it gives in a bit, so it's good that way as well. Alright, so now this one should be ready to be put into the modular. So let's see, now we can push it in and pull out without problem, which we couldn't before. One down, one to go. Also, just to make sure that this one doesn't touch one of the other modules in the modular, I usually add a piece of gaffer tape, which I have here somewhere. Just for that extra insulation, so there's no risk of shorting anything. So, right, next one. Let's remove this one for now. This one borrowed a panel from something else that is already done, that I haven't officially done yet, so should go into this one. This is the DS-7, and here's a lot of pots, so let's just, they're all marked on the back side, so I hope that works fine. Gate in and out. They're not. They don't have any markings, so let's add these directly. That's out. I can already see that I probably have a problem getting this one all the way down there. Oh, this is a mess. That's the bad thing of not knowing the design of the panel before you do it, before you put the things in place. Decay, so that's down there. Let's have it like this. Sensitivity is down there. That one's too short then. So now I need to just make these longer. and either you, I don't know. What should we do? Some crimp tubing there. That was not good. Even worse. Oh, come on. Hold still. There. Now, if that's not long enough, I don't know what is. That also came out wrong. Sensitivity. Yep. Ah. Right. So we have that one in place. And here we have the gate input hiding. And the manual trigger button there. Is that the same size? Yeah, it works. Right. All right, so next, what do we have? Decay is down here. That is actually quite a short cable as well. Mode. I'm just gonna see if I can rate them. Mode. If it's possible to switch, no, actually. It works. Okay. But this one, this was a bad solder anyway. Just need to fix that. Let's start fresh. And come on. Ow. There, I hope. I tried to, the DS-7 is full of arrows pointing everywhere, so I tried to stick to that theme and point arrows everywhere. Kind of like the arrows on the DS-7 pointed, so. Or else it would have been really confusing, so. I can see there's a lot of comments. I'm soon gonna go over and say hi to everyone who's said hi. Let's see, something like that. Yes. Yeah, let's see who's here. Hey all. Hey Al. Loopy Fire. Deep Bear is not here. Apparently, for Android. The what? Hey, are you ever gonna do a video on the PP poo poo generator? What's that? You need to elaborate on that one a bit more, because do you mean the Smurf drum? I am going to do that, if that's what you mean. I barely have time to make the videos I should do, so the videos that yeah, it's that one. So I have it made on the it's an interesting little drum. Passive drum as well. So I need some more nuts and bolts, or bolts and washers, that's the word. Sweep, rate, another tight fit, I think, that I just broke. That's a short cable. Let's see if that is long enough there. No, this one is too short in every way, I think. So we need more cables. We take the ones from this one. All right. Then I think I need to take this one as well. Make longer. Here first. And connect that one there. Ah, everything is swinging. Stay still. Maybe. All right, so that was the rate. Can almost do that. Put it on the back side. Wedging the PCB in the middle. That's good. That way we won't accidentally bump into another module PCB. All right, one more and we're done. The VCO. Ah, this was wrong. This was rate. That should be down there. All right, last one. Does it? Yes, it works. I only needed to resolder 3 cables. And there we have it. But this one is also, even though it is bigger, it is still too flexible. So still need these. That means hot glue gun back. Now I'm hoping we don't need the soldering iron anymore. While I wait for this one, let's see what you're saying. Everything look yellow. Well, everything is yellow actually. The masking tape is yellow, the panels are yellow, the sandpaper is yellow. I think it's all yellow actually, so it's not the camera. Thanks, Arian. I wouldn't call myself a genius. Again, it's mostly other people's work. I'm just soldering the pieces together, showing you what you can do and how some of the modules work, and getting a modular in the meantime. So these thicker or wider panels, I sometimes add one on each side, or when possible, one down the middle, which is actually possible today. So I can add one down there, and that gives very good rigidity to everything because it's in the middle of everything. And then you can get one on the side as well. So let's see if this one has heated up here yet. All right, so again the entertainment value goes up when we start with the hot glue. Right. Let's use the fan again because that actually is quite a good way of getting the temperature down quite quickly. Right, so when this is done, we can go over and connect it and make sure it works. Get the patch going maybe. I say we're done. Let's move over to the modular with these two. Sorry, it's gonna shake a bit now. I haven't really set up for doing this as well. And you're upside down. I'm sorry. I'll fix that. Turning around. There. See if we get all the modules going here, there. And here's something already patched in. So let's add these first though. So this one just needs plus 12 volts and ground, and that one should go like so. And we have that one. You can see if that works by connecting a cable. It does, really nice. Right, and the percussive noise voice. I'm actually gonna attach them with a screw because that's always nicer. Stay in place a bit better. Alright, and we only need plus 12 volts and ground here too. Upside down, because we did turn that one around just to get the cables to fit. And let's try this one too out, and we need a gate. Yes. And that one looks like it works. Yep, it works. Okay, so let's right. So let's begin with a short cadence. That's the easiest way to patch these. Let's see what we can get. We need a beat. We got a beat. And let's just have some hi-hats then. I don't know how much you can hear. I'm turning up as much as I can here. Let's tweak the decay a bit. I can use one of the dual LFOs. So we get a non-rhythmic effect to that. Of course, we need a bass drum. Let's take one of these. Bit slow, right? Oh, that's too fast. We can actually split this signal. This is a good signal to have many of. So there, and then we take another one into the Logic Quad Logic gate with the XOR. We take something else, that one. So what should we do with that? Let's take the XOR for that one. Right, so we need something into this one. Let's skip that one actually. Ah, what more rhythms can we make? See what this one sounds like. There and no, out and which one should we not use? Okay, some crackling here. Alright, what happened now? Everything fell silent here. Well, it works. Somewhat, at least. So yeah, let's see. Something like that. Yes. Yeah. So that's how I make the panels. If you ever wondered that, and I hope to have an 808 drum done next week, so we can check that out. And that will unfortunately be the last drum module. Then we need to move on to next things, for good or bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that I didn't have time to finish that other module, but hey, that is life. We can't have time for everything, I guess. So hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Now this is a live video, so now I need to go over there and turn this off before it's bye for real. So yeah. So now, bye for real.